Hey guys, I'm Jade. Today is my LeetCode review vlog on the 228th problem, summary ranges. We are given a sorted unique integer array, nums. A range A to B is a set of all integers from A to B inclusive. We have to return the smallest sorted list of ranges that cover all numbers in the array exactly. Let's see example 1 here to understand it easily. We got the input nums 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. So 0 to 2 is consecutive, but not consecutive to 4. And 45 is consecutive, and only single 7. So output is 0 to 2, 45, and a single 7. Next, let's get started with our intuition to solve the problem. First, we can summarize the key point from the problem description. The array is sorted and contains unique integers. We can use these properties to efficiently determine the ranges in 3 detailed steps. The first step will traverse the array while keep checking out the start of the current range. And the second step, during this process, if the next number in the array is not consecutive to the current one, we'll close off the current range and start a new range. And the final step, if it is consecutive, we'll continue until it is not. Then we'll start the next range. Okay, let's get started with a code and very detailed explanation. So the first step, we have to create a string list, which is the return of object. Let's say list string. Oops. Let's call it result. We're going to assign a new empty array list. Next, we have to handle those edge cases, which is nums.length equals 0. In this situation, we just return the result, which is an empty array list. And the third step, we'll initialize the start of the first range. Let's create a start variable. Let's say nums of 0. Next, we'll create a for loop to iterate over the array to find where ranges start and end, which is for int I starting at 1, because we want to start from the second element, and I should be less than nums.length, and we have to increment I after each iteration. And inside it, we have to check if the current number is now consecutive to the previous one. If so, we'll close the current range and add it to the list. If nums of I is not equal to nums of I minus 1 and plus 1. If so, we have to close the current range and add it to the list. And inside it, we have to complete the current range and add it to the result. There is also another 2 situations. The first step is if start is equal to nums of I minus 1, which means is a single num range. So the code is if start equals nums of I minus 1. So it's a single range. We just write add result.add string.value of start. If not, which means it's a multiple number range. So our code is result add start plus dash and arrow and nums of I minus 1. Because it is a multiple number range from the start to the previous number. And out of the if condition, we have to update start variable to nums of I, which means we'll start a new range. And out of the for loop, we have to add the last range after finishing the loop, and we must not forget the last range. So the code is, let's check if start equals num stop length -1. Oops. Nums of num stop length -1. In this situation, we have to add the single number to the result. Result add string dot value of start. And on the other hand, we'll add a multiple number range to the result. Result ith start plus dash arrow and nums of num stop length -1. And out of the if condition, we just return the result string list. Let's check the correctness and analyze the time and space complexity. So the time complexity, it is big O of n. Big O of n. And n is the number of elements in nums. This function iterates through the array about a single line and process each element once to determine if it belongs to the current range or starts a new range. And the space complexity, it is big O of n. And n stands for the number of different ranges generated. In the worst case, this could be as large as n. And thank you guys for watching. This is the end of my LeetCode review vlog on the summary ranges problem. And I highly recommend you guys to visit my online GitHub page. You can see all the LeetCode review notes here. Let's say the summary ranges problem. You can see detailed problem description, intuition, Java code with very detailed explanation, and a final complexity analysis. You can also visit my GitHub repository here, which contains the codes and assets and notes to build the online GitHub page here. And I'll put those two links on my YouTube description below. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.